Hello everyone. Today I will walk you through my database system homework 4. And that start with my code explanation part. That start with app.py. So app.py creates the Flask app, initializes login and CSRF extensions, and registers the main auth blueprints. It runs an initial stock price update at startup and uses AP scheduler to update prices every hour. And the server start with use reloader false equals false to avoid running the scheduler twice in debug mode. And for auth.py, it defines the authentication blueprint. It provides routes for user registration, login, and logout. And for registrator, validates user name and password, checks if the username exists, creates the user with a hashed password, logs them in, and redirects to the main page. And for uh, login, okay, for login, it verifies credentials and logs the user in if the username and password match. And for logout, uh, logs out the current user and redirects to the login page. So this is auth.py. Then extensions.py initializes the app's core extensions. It loads environment variables, connects to MongoDB, and exposes to DB object. It also sets up login manager for authentication behavior in CSRF protect for security. For main.py, I will focus on how I use the MongoDB. So for recalculate holdings, I use the aggregate, the pipeline to have the result. And here I can insert one into the result. And here for login part, I use find to see the holdings. And also I use get to get the symbol. And following up, uh, we can see like here I also use find, and here this is insert one transaction into the database. And following up, we can see I have find one and delete one. And here this is uh, the requirement thing to provide in homework 4 is deleteMany. So I can delete many user ID in for my interface. And here this is read uh, for stream, and this is append. I can append into the database. And following up for the CSV part, I also have find and also deleteMany for holdings and transactions. And here this is another one is updateMany. So this is a new function I add into homework 4 is I can change the symbol in all matching transactions. Yeah, for because probably the symbols might change through times. So the updateMany is I can change user ID and also the symbol. So this is my main.py. For models.py defines a simple user class used by Flask login. It wraps MongoDB user documents and exposes the required fields, ID, username, password, hash, and optional row. The load user function retrieves a user by MongoDB ID and returns a user instance, enabling Flask login to manage authentication. For update prices.py, updates all stock prices stored in MongoDB. It loads API keys, connects to the database, and fetches prices using Yahoo Finance as primary source and FinHub as a fallback. And it collects all unique stock symbols from holdings, retrieves the latest prices, and performs uh, bulk update with update 1 and bulk write for efficiency. And each record stores the price, previous close, company name, and timestamp. And if it runs directly, it executes a full price update. Now the demo part. So for my web app stalker, first you can create an account. Since I already have one, so I can just log in. Okay, so from the dashboard, you can see the stocks I bought by Apple and Tesla, and the average cost, current price, value, days, gain and loss, and total gain and loss. And from here, you can see the total market value and days change, total gain and loss, and return. And I can refresh and limit it to once every 5 minutes. Okay, and for ad, you can. Okay, right now, price data has been updated successfully, and I can also add a new holding. Like I, I can buy another Apple stock, so probably like 270 and save. So okay, so it adds to the Apple stock, and we can like see the transaction history. So the new function I add is I can bulk edit symbol. So for example, like probably one day Apple's new symbol is A, so I can update symbol. So the Apple symbol change uh, all into A. But I'll change it back here. So okay, so it changes back. So I can also here I can edit the stock I I bought. Probably uh, I'm I type it wrong previously, so I can add it, and I can also delete one Apple stock. And okay, and let's go back. Now that's the I can export CSV. So here, this is the it will stores the current dashboard, and if I change something, for example, I I modify my transaction into just a few, and I go back, and if I import my CSV, Okay, I import my CSV here. Import. So right now the dashboard will shows what's inside the CSV, and it will shows here. And for this web app, it can also be dark mode like this. So this is my demonstration, and thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video.